Laziness. Hustle culture hates it. But what if this quote-unquote deadly sin was actually vital for creativity, productivity, and insight? The word sloth comes from the Latin term acedia, meaning without care. It was originally used to describe an affliction to monks who became indifferent to their religious duties and obligations to God. These days, sloth is most commonly used to describe laziness and inertia, and as such is hugely stigmatized in our success-hungry culture. Seen through a more accepting and, in my opinion, realistic lens, though, sloth can obviously be seen first as a response to the fundamental need for rest and recuperation. But it can also be understood as downtime that must and will always come after acts of great determination, i.e. anything that stimulates an abundance of dopamine. Have you ever looked forward to the end of one project so you can get going on that other project, only to find that as soon as challenge number 1 is out of the way, you could do nothing but veg out in front of the TV for an entire week? That's what's going on there. Dopamine spikes are followed by crashes. The bigger the spike, the bigger the dip. And with super low dopamine, we simply cannot feel motivated enough to get moving. It's not a choice, it's a neurological certainty. But this isn't a bad thing. While these crashes might feel horribly unproductive, important stuff is going on in the background. First, we need downtime following either a big achievement or failure if we're going to process and integrate these things. Something like a success doesn't just sink in the moment we achieve it. It takes a little time. Second, without the lows, we can't get the highs, meaning that the dopamine roller coaster keeps us more productive and motivated over time than if we tried to stay in an up state constantly. Finally, and most interestingly, while high dopamine drives goal-directed focus, when levels drop, the brain gets to shift into a more diffuse, open-ended mode of thinking. This is when we experience insight-based creativity, where connections form between seemingly unrelated ideas, giving us those precious aha moments that can bring all sorts of things together. In short, no one can be on all the time, and nobody wants to either. So how might you handle your next low spell differently based on this information? If you used to beat yourself up, what will you do now? Let me know in the comments.